This is what it's called sand bead. Buying of this bead is just 500 naira. By the time you buy like 2 packs, which is about 1,000, and you design and all that, this brooch is about maybe 2,000 or 1,500. And if I'm selling this, I'm not selling it nothing less than 15,000. Whereas what my capital is about 3,000, 4,000. So bead making is very, very lucrative. I started about 17 years ago, which was 2002. Initially, I didn't learn bead. It was something I inherited from my mother. And the only thing I know is that anytime people get to do any occasion and all that, I make bead to like give them as a gift, which at the end of the day it comes out very fine and all that. So my mom advised to start making it to make ends meet, to start making it for money and all that. When I came to Abuja 2007, I came as a graduate. I wanted to come and look for a job. I have masters in business administration in National Open University, tourism for BSc, and I have NCE, Federal College of Education, Oshele. When I came, the job I got wasn't really fetching me much money like that. At the end of the day, I have to quit my job to face my bead business, which eventually it was fetching me much more than I could ever think of. I've achieved so many because I've been able to give back to the society by training up to 200, 250 students, both married and singles. And I started with bead making, and I thank God today that I've been able to achieve more business than bead making. And through this bead, I was able to raise capital to start other things. The beads are locally made. You go to markets and get any kind of bead you want. Depends on the design you want to make. Yeah, we have coral bead. We have original coral bead, which are olden days bead. We have sand bead. We have different kind of bead. Depends on the type of design of bead you want to make. Bead making is something that has been in existence in fact, from our forefathers. So many states, all the states in the country, they use beads. So, and we come to realize that gold accessories have come to take over our culture, which is not supposed to be. The beauty of our culture, the beauty of Nigeria, is to make sure our traditional still stand. Most people, when they are doing wedding, the beauty of that traditional wedding is the complete of their dressing is to make sure they put on bead, their cultural bead. That is what signifies that we are really Nigerian. So no matter what the situation of the country, whether with the civilization and all that, we should make sure at least we should still keep our culture intact. Our bead is our culture, and it's very, very beautiful when we make, and when people use it, the occasion, the beads makes the occasion come out colorful. Not nothing much has changed. If we look at the way our forefathers, our mothers make this bead before, they just make it, and maybe that's why most of our youth doesn't go for bead. They decided to go for all this new modern fashion. But in our own case, we try to like add some touches to it to bring out the beauty of our culture, to bring out the beauty of the beads, to modernize the beauty so that it is suiting our culture and it is suiting our society. The message I'm trying to pass to our fellow Nigerians is to make sure we keep our culture by keeping the beads. Is part of our culture and is our beauty. If people like me and other people who are making beads are not making beads, we will realize that these beads, this culture will die like that. That's why we have old people who are still making bead, and they pass it to young people so that when they die, or when the bead will not die, the culture will not die with them. So for us youths that are still making this, that's why we teach other people. We pass the knowledge to the world so that the bead making industry can still flow and keep going. To be sincere, bead making business is very, very lucrative. You can buy something of 2,000 naira. Depends on the way you package it. And at the end of the day, you can sell it for like 20,000. When I started bead making, I started with just a bead of 3,000-4,000 naira. After making the bead, a friend of mine saw it and was like, wow, I like this. I would like to buy it for my wife, who is in South Africa. And at the end of the day, I was able to sell it for about 17,000-18,000 naira. That was about 7 to 8 years ago. And before you know it, from that, I started buying. Even if you buy bead of all this sand bead, there is something we call sand bead, 100 naira. By the time you package it, you sell and all that, by the time you finish it, you come to realize that the money you are getting from it, like this is what it's called sand bead. Buying of this bead is just 500 naira. By the time you buy like 2 packs, which is about 1,000, and you design and all that, this brooch is about maybe 2,000 or 1,500. And if I'm selling this, I'm not selling it nothing less than 15,000. Whereas my capital is about 3,000, 4,000. So bead making is very, very lucrative. I'm also into bridals. And sometimes the gown comes in plain color, which most of our people in Nigeria, they always want their dress to be busy. Most times we use the bead to design the wedding gown to give it another look, another design, so that it will come out very fine. The one I showed you last time, if you check the front, we have a lot of pearls. We only use gum to put the pearls, and there are some that is needle work. We have to use needle to put everything together. At times it may not be wedding gown, it may be our dresses with design with pearls. The pearls, we call it pearls in wedding dress, but it's bead. We use it to design our dresses. I still want this company to move forward than this. and I still want to give back to the society, to have a bigger place where it will be like a training school that people comes, flow, and we keep training, we keep giving back to the society. By the time I train more than presently, I can't train more than 5 people at a go. But by the time I start training like 50 people at a time, those 50 can still go out and train more people. That's when we start giving back to the society. And most of like some of my students presently, they just finish secondary school. And now they are training because they want to enter school, their university, and start making money from there. Before you know, after being graduates, if at the end of the day they don't get something doing, they still have their handwork. Before you know, it's less unemployment in our society. My advice for my fellow Nigerians is to embrace and value our culture. If you go to other countries, they also want to dress to look like us. We make bead and send down across the country. That shows our culture is beautiful. We should try as much as possible to maintain our culture and to embrace and to value our culture, no matter where you are and where we find ourselves.